It's always good to know that you never left. You're always and always with us. Yes, it's Independence Day and our special lineup programs continues. Of course, this is Across Borders, where we bring you migration-related topics. And of course, here we have someone very special in the house. We are not just going to be looking at mobility, stories that shapes people moving across nations. No, we are not going to just be looking at that. We'll be moving from all of this very, core topics to something very, very light. And that has to do with culture, that has to do with travel, that has to do with tourism. It's a pleasure having you, Oresoya. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
So let's quickly get into it because, hey, we're short of time. Tell me what inspires you in the first place to, launch into tourism and travel, creating travel experiences.
Okay, I would say the major factor was seeing what was there outside of the city that I was. Thanks to NYC, I had to, go to another city. And then when I saw that, wow, everywhere is not like Lagos. There are other places that one can see. So that was what made me want to see more of Nigeria's destinations.
Great. So tell me, how well would you say tourism in Nigeria is doing?
I would say it's doing poorly. I would say it's doing poorly. I would say that Nigeria has like the potential to be amazing, but like we're not doing so great at the moment.
So what do you think we need to do to get better? What do we need to do?
Okay, so first of all, we need to the government needs to take it seriously. They need to see the importance of tourism instead of focusing on oil, realizing that tourism is a gold mine. Some countries thrive on just tourism. So I think that's the first step, realizing that there is so much tourism can offer. Then also now identifying the locations they can focus on and, putting as much energy they put into other sectors in the country.
Great. So creating travel experiences, are there challenges? How do you, put them together? Are there challenges and how do you handle them?
Oh yes, definitely. So I'll say first of all is getting people interested in local tourism. So that's something you have to convince people. Then also we have infrastructural problems. You say there's this nice resort that's up and then we have management issues, maintenance issues. So I think the culture of tourism is still, a bit behind and there are so many things one can do in each parts that make up tourism, from logistics to the roads to infrastructure to the owners, business owners. So there's so much that needs to be done.
How do you get people to buy into what you do?
Okay, through content creation. So
Okay.
like I make videos, I share my own experiences, and that's how I sell it. I promote it online and people get interested because I had a good experience.
Good. Talking about online, so now we've moved to social media.
Yes.
With social media, I would say I've traveled everywhere in the world.
Yes, you have the access,
Do you
right?
understand?
Yes.
Because I have access. I could just
Yes.
stay in the comfort of my house and begin to flip through countries. Do you
Yes,
understand? But
yes.
there's this concern, you know, people take advantage of social media to do a whole lot of things.
Okay.
For you, how convenient has it been? Now you say you create content.
Yes.
How convenient has that
No,
been
I
for
would
you?
say right now social media is so powerful. Like a simple video can influence so many people. So for me it has been quite positive because people tend to understand your own point of view from social media. Right now, if you want to look for places to go, people just go on TikTok now. They don't even use Google anymore. Just go on TikTok, search for, okay, if you want to plan a whole trip for yourself, you can do that on TikTok. You find the locations, you find the budget. People are sharing their experiences. So it's like journalism is now in the hands of people. So everybody can, share anything online.
So you agree with me, despite the access to internet, social media, you just mentioned TikTok, we have
Yes.
all of them out there.
Absolutely.
We still have people that find it difficult to do all of these things by themselves. They need someone to hold them by their hands and say,
Yes.
come on,
Yes.
let me show you
Yes.
the way.
Yes. True. True. True.
So when I think about that, I now also think about people that take this opportunity, just that privilege to kind of defraud others. Do you see that as a major challenge? Is it real? Are people just saying it? Because we see a whole lot on social media, people,
Yes,
an agent, travel agent. So,
I think it's real. I think it happens. So I guess people should just be cautious and just um go with reputable brands that have shown, signs of consistency and signs of authenticity. So yes, it happens, but I think people need to do their due diligence too. You don't just take everything you see online.
Very, very
Yes,
important, very
yes.
important. So, for what you do, is it locally, is it internationally? Because I want to go beyond the shores of Nigeria. Probably I could ask you some questions.
Oh, okay, yes. So I personally, I was initially very, very interested in local tourism, right? That's my major center. I want to promote Nigeria.
Okay.
I believe that Nigeria has so much potential that
Mm-hmm.
people don't talk about. Everybody's just talking about Maldives, Seychelles. Nobody talks about Nigeria. So yeah, that's my core passion. But then of course I've explored 9 other countries
Mm-hmm.
and I've, enjoyed my experiences, and hopefully going out I can learn things about other countries that we can now implement in Nigeria.
Great. So you're talking about you exploring over 9 countries. The experiences, are they the same everywhere? You just mentioned you've
Mm.
enjoyed yourself and all of that. Let's put it on the table, because we get to hear a lot of people say, "Oh, it's one way in this country and it's the
Yeah,
other way
yeah, they
in
are
another
different.
country."
They are
So
so
how do we
different.
push Nigeria, to that, that point where we become very acceptable everywhere we find ourselves, and we'll be there. We just have that comfort will be there. How do we push it?
So put Nigeria as a destination, or Nigerians as the
As a
people.
destination, even as a people put together. When we are talking our country, we are talking us. It's not the walls, it's not the doors, it's not,
Yes,
it is
yes.
us. Yeah.
So first of all, I think in tourism wise, to push Nigeria as a destination, I think it begins with people, even Nigerians ourselves. We don't see the value in our country.
Hmm.
We don't see the amazing things. I would go to, like, I would explore some countries in West Africa and they're all playing Nigerian music.
I see.
They see us as, wow, we're the giants, right? They see us as, where if you want to make it, you go to Nigeria.
Hmm.
And Nigerians in other countries, they're the ones that are industrious, they're the ones that are doing business, they're the ones that are making money. So like, we are a very amazing people, but we don't say it, and we put ourselves down. I think that's one of the major things. There's too much negative self-talk in our
Hmm.
country. So I feel like Nigerians first of all need to do the work in seeing that we're not the worst country in the world.
I agree with you. I agree with you. In fact, we are not worse.
We're not.
Trust me, we are not worse.
We're
We are one
not.
of the best of best in the world. Now we're talking about we recognize ourselves, knowing who we are. And you just mentioned that we are the one doing a whole lot out there. Do
Yes.
you see that as a better opportunity? Do you, or as a challenge? I mean, what's the impact when
Hmm.
you export talents?
Yes, so
I
it's a
mean,
challenge. It's actually a challenge. It's a huge challenge, because if Nigeria, as as an economy, doesn't do better for itself, the best minds are going to go out to look for better,
hmm.
greener pastures. So I think it's a huge challenge, and the government needs to wake up and see that it's losing people, it's losing great minds. So yes, it's a
So
huge
because you are
challenge.
in this industry,
Mm-hmm.
so you could tell if um, the tourism sector, if it's really doing well economic wise, how can you rate it? Would you say, oh, a whole lot is being pumped into the GDP? I'm talking about revenue wise now. Would you say a whole lot is being pumped into it? Would you say we need to do more? Are there areas we are not tapping into?
Yes, definitely. We need to do more. Right now, I don't think tourism constitutes a lot in our GDP. I don't think it does right now. So yes, we need to do more. And I feel like it's a synergy between the government and private sector. Because I've noticed that most amazing places in the country, they do better under private sectors, right? So I
Okay.
think if there can be some form of synergy and the government can be like, okay, we can't handle this right now. We don't want to take, do all this stress. Let's, have somebody come on board and do this thing
So
for us,
are you
and we
saying you are
support.
also of the school of thought that says government has no business be in business?
Hmm. I think it's half and half. I mean, they don't need to do the business, but they should support the business.
Okay,
I think supporting is something that the government needs to tap into.
great.
I don't think they want to support
So it's
businesses.
independent special here on Studios Television. What do you have to say to Nigerians as a whole?
Okay, so first thing first, I would say that we need to believe in our country. If I mean, we Nigeria is made up of Nigerians. You can't Nigeria is not a separate entity. So if the country is not doing well, we are not doing well as people. So I think we need to believe that Our country is amazing, and it's all of us. We all have to do it together. We all have to promote our country. We all have to explore our country to see that the amazing things here, the things you're looking for outside, we have it in this country. So
Hmm.
let's tap into that.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that the things we are looking for out there,
We
we
have
have
it.
them here in
Yes.
Nigeria. That's so beautiful. Thank you so much, Adenike
Denike.
Oresoya. Am I correct?
Or Denike.
Or Tenike
Oresaya.
Oresoya. All right,
Thank
it's been
you
an
so
amazing
much.
time. Yes, so brief, but again, I enjoyed it.
Yes,
So
same.
hopefully we're going to invite you some other time and you won't say no, right?
Definitely.
All right, and that's all we can take on Across Borders this morning. Independent Special here on Sweet News Television continues. Just Africa is on the way.